Start thinking about yourself now and start positioning yourself. It's not about a resume. It's about your achievements. And you got to sell yourself. There's a lot of mergers and acquisitions. They call that consolidation. And it's worldwide. It's not just the United States. I know companies that have bought, have sold, and guess what happens? They start looking at talent. What talent do we retain? What talent do we let go? New jobs, new careers, new change. There's a lot of people out of work. And the first thing that I ask is, how much you got left in the tank? I know the buyers, the sellers. I'm basically a matchmaker the last 20, 25 years of my 50 years of service. I've kept all my contacts. I've kept my reputation. I kept my integrity to do things right. Now people are coming to me, 45 and older, saying, Rock, I need a job. Or Rock, I need a change. Rock, I'm worried. Of course you are. But I can't save you. You have to save yourself. You have to do the homework. There's only two reasons why people are going to hire in the future. Number one, they look for people that grow their bottom line, grow their top line in sales, generate growth. Number two is solutions. What solutions do you bring to the party? Like supply chain or buying materials correctly. Worldwide, having connections, knowing how to negotiate the best price possible. Salespeople, you better have contacts. You better have relationships. And what is the opportunity to actually have your clients transfer over from your existing baseline to a new supplier? I know that when there's talent out there, you got to go for it. Just like athletes. If you're looking for a free agent, you go for them. So what's happening now is a lot of these companies that I'm aware of in my industry are being acquired by private equity. And what they do is they sort out the A, B, and C players. In fact, they might even not even refer you as an A player. You got to reprove yourself. How much time do they give you? 6 months to a year. And if you don't produce in those 6 months to a year, you're on your way out. That's the opportune time. Start looking for a new career, a new job, a new employer. A lot of action. But don't forget, it's not like a resume. They want to know your achievements. What did you achieve? Let's face it, man. It's the NFL. It's not for long. When you go for a new career, expect negotiations. Expect you to present yourself as if you're selling your business, which is you. What qualifications do you have? And the best companies are going to hire you. They're going to hire you because they want the top two things, either top line or bottom line. How do you contribute to the top line? How do you contribute to the bottom line, the net profit? And have a 3 to 5 years. Some people get an employment contract. 3 to 5 years. Nothing wrong with asking for that. So you could plan. And don't sign a non-compete. How much time do you give yourself to start thinking about this? 6 months to a year and a half before you find something that you want. So keep where you are. Keep producing. And that's what I did. I just kept selling. Kept growing my relationships. Keep strong. My CRM's got 70,000 contacts. All right? I've kept them all. Dead or alive, you're in my CRM if I had any type of relationship with you. That's the reason why I'm still relevant in the industry. I know the players. So don't forget, you got to have something in the tank, and you got to prove it. You got to prove that you were successful in sales. You were successful in supply chain. You were successful in solution provider. Okay? Now, if you don't trust your new employer or your employer, and if there's not complete transparency during this time, you might go into a timeline and say to myself, you know what? I got to start planning, man. I got to start planning my future. But I can't do it for you. I can't produce a resume. I don't know who you are, probably. The people that I do know, I've already talked to, expect progress, but just the fact that you're picked up by a winner means something. But because if you're a winner, they're a winner, it's a great combination. That's where your research should be, is finding out who the best suppliers are, who the best customers are, who the best film suppliers are. At the end of the day, if it's private equity, you're being run by analytical people and shareholders. And guess what the shareholders want? They want growth. They want growth. And they want to make margins. The first goal is an introduction. That's where I come in. That's where my contacts come in, is an introduction. Overconfidence is out. What it takes is somebody that's got integrity. Somebody that's got the transparency. Somebody that's got the timeline to meet their timeline. Because basically you're either going to work for a W-2 or you're going to work for a 1099. And you know what? Neither one is a problem. Have a lot in the tank. And you got to show it. And you got to be aggressive. You can't be passive in today's market. Okay? You got to prove your value. You got to have a strategy. And that strategy needs a plan. And who's going to implement it? Nobody else but you. Okay? So I'll talk to you soon. Rock LaManna, stay the course. Know your value. Always bring joy. I'll talk to you soon.